say hello to new members of the family. That is Lapis. And in here somewhere, Amethyst sounds like she's eating something. Or maybe just gnawing on something. You can never really tell. And over in their own cage, we've got Ruby here, who seems to be taking great affront to the arrival of new visitors. She's very fluffy right now. You can see she's puffing herself up to look big and intimidating. Whereas Sapphire is pretty unbothered. Like, she's curious, but she really doesn't care that much. And Peridot is in the hammock and hasn't given a single shit about any of it whatsoever. So we just got them home, like, half an hour ago. So mostly they've been spending time inside the box here, because that's a safe place. And then they've been coming out and running around and exploring everything, taking a little food, and then running back inside. Lapis is very inquisitive, but she does not like being picked up. She doesn't mind sitting on you, at all. And she's not scared of me, but she really doesn't like being picked up specifically. Now, if you look at her whiskers, you see how they're all curled up and weird? That's a sign that she carries a gene for a type of rat, a type of fancy rat that's called a Rex. Which is also the reason why her fur looks a little fuzzy and fluffy. It's because she's got that particular gene. It's been bred into pet rats over time. And true Rex rats are like really just curly in their fur. She's just a little bit fluffy and scruffy, which is freaking adorable. But mostly, everyone seems to be taking it rather well. Sort of outside of please don't try and come outside, because that would be a lot of trouble. I'd have to pick you up. You wouldn't like that. Little teddy bear. And there's Amethyst, just poking her head out a little bit. Hi, lover. Yeah, I'm just going to block you from coming out, because I can't have you coming out. Because you don't know how to be on the table yet. Being on the table means no going to the edge, please. Do I have to pick you up? Is that it? As you can see, whoop! She's not a fan at all. Hi. She doesn't mind sitting on you. She's okay with that. Curious, even. But being handled is not at all her favorite thing. There we go. But as you can see, she's not like scared or anything. But you maybe you heard that little squeak. She just doesn't like the touching. It's not her favorite thing. So we'll have to tame her a little bit more, which basically means exposure therapy, like picking her up, giving her a snack, putting her back down. Just showing her that nothing bad happens when she gets picked up. Amethyst, could I convince you to come outside? Like at all? A little bit? Because if not, I'll have to... Whoop. There she is. Oh yeah, I know, very shocking. We can lift it up and stuff. So, they're different ages. Amethyst down there is 5 weeks old, which is about as early as you can take a rat away from their mother. And Lapis here is 8 weeks old. We got them both from the same person, but they didn't have two girls in their latest litter. Whoops. So we got two girls with different ages, and we don't really mind that, because she's not, like, when rats get too old, it can be kind of hard to introduce them to other rats. So we wanted to avoid getting one that was too old, but 8 weeks is fine. So what we're doing, as you can see, I'm keeping them in cages right next to each other. And that's basically to force them to get used to each other's smells and to be okay with the others being in close proximity all the time. And we're going to do, I mean, depending on the reaction, because, like, so far, everybody has been very good. And they seem to be sort of mostly acclimatizing to the fact that there's new rats around pretty quickly. So depending on how how poorly they keep reacting to each other. And we'll keep testing that. Like, we'll pick some of them up and bring them close and see if we get like an aggression reaction or anything. We'll just let them be in cages next to each other for a good long while and let them figure out how they feel. Ooh, is that you, Amethyst? I really want to show how tiny you are. Because you are tiny. So very tiny. Amethyst, on the other hand, is completely calm. Like, she has no fear whatsoever. Like, when you pick her up, she just accepts it. She's just like, oh, okay. Guess we're doing that now. It's very difficult to film like this. Could you come out? You little coward. No? But she has no problem being picked up at all. She's completely calm. Just relaxes immediately. And then she gets incredibly curious and wants to run around everywhere. Because she can't sit still for 2 seconds, but that's a different thing. Hi, lovers. How are we? How are we? Can I catch you? Please? Thank you. Look at how small she is. Like, literally just in the palm of my hand, briefly, before she decides to try and climb over it. She's just this little tiny nothing. And she's so soft. You would not believe how soft a baby rat is. You would not believe it. They are the softest, gentlest little things. Hi. Yeah, I'll put you back now. Don't worry. Whoop. She's so tiny. You cannot believe how tiny she is until you see her in real life. And like I said, no fear whatsoever. Yeah, sorry, you're not going to be exploring the table just yet. Eventually that'll be part of your playground, but not yet. Look how calm. She just completely accepts it, and then she starts to squiggle because she wants to go places and do stuff. Very unlike. I don't think she's a sister. I don't think they're directly related necessarily. But, you know, once they're here, they're all siblings. And you're very dissatisfied. Yeah. They smell different. I don't like that. Why are they smelling different? I'm going to keep watch. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. 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 No climbing out. I know it's my fault for opening... Hi. It's my fault for opening the cage, but no climbing out, I'm afraid. Itty-bitty little thing. Careful with the nose. And the paws. Don't get squeezed. So yeah, those are the newest members of the rat family. And I'll post more updates on how well they're integrating with each other. I'm very happy.